It all started on what was supposed to be a night of music, lights, and celebration. Liu Yunning's much-anticipated concert had sold out weeks before. Fans from all over Asia gathered in waves, chanting his name long before the show began. But what no one expected was that this glittering night would turn into one of the most shocking moments in CDrama celebrity history. What happened inside that venue left fans speechless, hearts broken, and social media in chaos. If you think you've seen drama before, wait till you hear this entire story. And before we go deeper into the details, make sure you subscribe because what's about to unfold might just change the way you see the entertainment industry forever. The night began beautifully. Liu Yunning entered the stage under a cascade of golden lights, his voice echoing across the arena with power and emotion. Cameras flashed, fans screamed his name, and everything seemed perfect. But just a few rows from the front sat two faces that immediately caught the attention of onlookers, Kai and Tan Songyun, both radiant yet quiet, watching the performance with the kind of grace only stars possess. Their presence was unexpected, but the crowd's excitement grew louder at the sight of him. Everything was fine for the first hour. Kai was seen smiling at Tan Songyun, whispering something that made her laugh softly, while Liu Yunning continued to perform with energy. But as the concert reached its emotional midpoint, something shifted. A few staff members began whispering behind the stage, security walked down the aisles, and within minutes, the joyful atmosphere turned tense. Fans recorded as two security guards approached Kai and Tan Songyun's section, exchanging quiet but visibly heated words. Suddenly, the unimaginable happened. Kai stood up slowly, confusion in his eyes, while Tan Songyun appeared startled. The guards gestured for them to follow, and though Kai tried to reason with them, they were ushered out of the concert hall before anyone could process what was going on. The audience went silent. Then came the murmurs, the disbelief, and the wave of camera flashes as the two stars were escorted out of the building. By the time they reached the exit, dozens of fans had already surrounded them, shouting questions. Kai remained calm but visibly hurt, while Tan Songyun looked overwhelmed, fighting back tears as she tried to keep her composure. Someone recorded her whispering softly, "We didn't do anything wrong," a moment that would later go viral across every major platform. The concert continued, but the energy had changed. Liu Yunning returned to the stage, but his face was tense, his voice slightly trembling during one of his songs. Rumors spread like wildfire through the crowd. Some claimed that Kai and Tan Songyun had entered the VIP area without clearance, others said there had been a private dispute backstage earlier that day. But as more videos emerged online, it became clear that neither Kai nor Tan Songyun had done anything disruptive. They were simply sitting and enjoying the performance, until they were suddenly asked to leave. By the next morning, hashtags like Kai Tan Songyun concert incident and Liu Yunning apology dominated social media. Thousands of fans demanded answers. People were furious, questioning how such respected stars could be treated this way. Even international outlets picked up the story, calling it one of the most shocking moments in recent Chinese entertainment history. A leaked clip from backstage revealed another layer of the mystery. An assistant claimed to have overheard staff members saying that someone from Liu Yunning's management team had made a call just minutes before the removal, instructing security to clear a section immediately. No one knew who gave the order or why, but the implication was heavy. Was it a misunderstanding? Or something deeper, a conflict between stars that had been hidden from the public for months? Kai remained silent for days, but his silence spoke volumes. When he finally addressed the incident through his studio's official account, the statement was short yet piercing. "We respect every artist and every stage," it read, "but respect should always be mutual." Tan Songyun reposted it with a broken heart emoji and the words, "Still hurts." That was all it took to reignite the storm. Meanwhile, Liu Yunning, who had avoided interviews since the incident, finally broke his silence. During a livestream days later, his voice trembled as he said, "I never meant for any of this to happen. I'm sorry they felt disrespected." But fans were divided. Some accepted his apology, believing it was a genuine mistake. Others accused him of trying to protect his image rather than acknowledging what really happened. Behind the scenes, those close to the three stars claimed there had been growing tension for months. Kai and Liu Yunning had once been close friends, even rumored to be working on a new drama together. But sources whispered that something had gone wrong during early production talks. Tan Songyun, who had been friendly with both, was caught in the middle, trying to ease the strain that eventually became too visible to hide. As the story unfolded, more shocking details surfaced. A staff member from the concert allegedly revealed that Kai and Tan Songyun had not only been invited but given front-row seats by Liu Yunning himself weeks before the show. If true, this meant someone had deliberately overruled his invitation that night, an act that left fans speculating about internal power struggles within the management. In the days that followed, Kai and Tan Songyun appeared together at a charity event. The crowd cheered as Kai gently guided her through the flashing lights of cameras, showing quiet support in the face of chaos. When asked about the concert incident, Tan Songyun smiled faintly and said, "Sometimes silence speaks the truth." It was the kind of statement that made headlines instantly. The entertainment world will likely never know the full truth behind that night, but one thing is certain, it changed the dynamic between these beloved stars forever. Liu Yunning's career took a visible pause, his team issuing a more formal apology weeks later, while Kai and Tan Songyun received overwhelming public support. Fans even started trending the hashtag #RespectAllArtists to call out mistreatment within the entertainment industry. But perhaps the most touching moment came weeks later, when Liu Yunning quietly followed Kai and Tan Songyun back on social media. Though no words were exchanged, it was a silent gesture that gave fans a small glimmer of hope that old friendships could heal again. That concert night will forever be remembered, not just as a controversy, but as a turning point in the world of C-drama and drama stars. A reminder that fame can be fragile, and even the brightest nights can turn stormy without warning. If you've been following this emotional story, make sure you hit subscribe, because the truth behind what really happened that night is not over yet. The lights inside the massive concert hall flickered as confusion swept through the crowd. In the aftermath of the shocking removal, social media erupted with disbelief. Fans posted blurry clips showing Kai and Tan Songyun being escorted away, both visibly shaken but silent. No one knew what had really happened. Some said it was a misunderstanding, others whispered of a backstage feud that had been simmering for weeks. But the truth, as it would soon turn out, was far more complicated than anyone imagined. When the concert ended abruptly that night, Liu Yunning disappeared from the stage without saying a word. The audience, thousands strong, sat in stunned silence before the murmurs began. By midnight, hashtags like Kai Tan Songyun concert and Liu Yunning apology dominated every social platform. Theories ran wild, from accusations of favoritism to rumors of private disputes among management. But what truly broke the internet came the next morning when Liu Yunning himself finally spoke. In a short post that carried both sorrow and confusion, Liu Yunning wrote that what happened was never meant to occur and that he owed both Kai and Tan Songyun an explanation. The words were simple, yet behind them lay a storm that would not calm easily. Fans began to dig deeper, uncovering that the duo had arrived early that night to support Liu Yunning privately. They had been given VIP passes, but due to an unexpected change in security protocol, their presence backstage was flagged as unauthorized. The guards, unaware of their identities, acted according to strict instructions to remove anyone not listed for that segment. When Tan Songyun realized what was happening, she tried to explain, but the loud music drowned her words. Kai, protective as always, stepped between her and the guards. That moment, caught in a grainy video, looked confrontational, and within minutes, it was online, sparking the false narrative that they had been kicked out intentionally. But now, as insiders began speaking out, the truth started to surface. Liu Yunning's team released surveillance clips confirming that it was indeed a massive misunderstanding. However, that was not where the story ended. What followed was a wave of apologies, interviews, and unexpected confessions. Kai, known for his calm demeanor, finally broke his silence in a live stream. His eyes were heavy with exhaustion, his voice low as he admitted how deeply the event had hurt him. "We were there as friends," he said, "not guests seeking attention. It was supposed to be a night of support, not humiliation." Tan Songyun, who had stayed quiet until then, released a statement that echoed sincerity and grace. "It's easy for the world to judge from the outside," she said. "But I know Liu Yunning's heart. I know he would never do this to us deliberately." Her words softened the storm. Within hours, the tone online began to shift. People began to realize the damage rumors could cause, even among those who once stood side by side under the same spotlight. Days later, Liu Yunning held a private press conference. The cameras captured a moment fans would never forget. He walked to the podium, visibly emotional, and said, "I let a misunderstanding grow into a wound between friends. For that, I'm truly sorry." The sincerity in his eyes moved not just Kai and Tan Songyun, but millions watching around the world. In a powerful twist, the three decided to meet again, not on stage, but in a quiet cafe away from the chaos. That reunion was never broadcasted, but witnesses described it as a moment filled with tears, laughter, and forgiveness. They talked for hours, mending what fame and miscommunication had broken. By the time the sun rose, everything had changed. A new picture emerged online the next day: Liu Yunning, Kai, and Tan Songyun sitting together, smiling softly, holding coffee cups. The caption was short but powerful: "We're still family." That single image ended weeks of speculation. Fans across the world flooded comment sections with relief and admiration. The story that had once been a scandal became a lesson in empathy, understanding, and the fragile nature of relationships in the entertainment world. Even now, long after the concert lights have dimmed, people still talk about that night, not for its chaos, but for the humanity that followed. It became more than a viral moment. It became proof that mistakes can lead to truth, that misunderstandings can open the door to healing, and that no matter how famous they are, stars are still people capable of breaking and forgiving. So, as the headlines faded and peace returned, one truth remained clear: friendship, when genuine, survives even the stormiest stage. And for those who have followed Kai, Tan Songyun, and Liu Yunning through every twist and rumor, their story became a quiet reminder that the entertainment world may shine bright, but its truest beauty lies in moments of honesty, forgiveness, and the courage to begin again.